Alright, so journaling is simply when you put your ideas, thoughts, emotions, opinions into like a journal. Okay, and well, I don't want to make this too long. I probably will be long, but I want to make this as quality as I can. So, the best way I think to the viewer who's probably not done journaling or is very very beginner at journaling, there are certain things you need to actually do, in my opinion, or like the best way to do it actually. So the best way to use a journal, firstly, you need to know that you don't need to use like this journal. You can use something like this, any copy really. Like let me get one like this even. You know, I personally sorry, uh, I personally love Tesco's journals. Right, Tesco is a UK brand, so I love the fact that it's very simplistic. It's pretty affordable for what it's worth, um, and I hope that Tesco's never change this design and always make this available to buy. Really, really good product to use, in my opinion. A really, really good journal. I would like to buy all of it. So, how do these journals work? So, I've told you. Sorry, my mind's pretty. I mean, it's quite late at night. This is the time I normally would, spend writing on a journal. But I thought just make this video quickly, then write journal. So, how I do it, and I think people, if you want to get the best out of the journaling experience and actually, feel relieved that you put a lot of your emotions into paper, because emotions on paper can take it better than it can in the mind. Okay, so emotions in the paper, right? If you write your emotions, and this can handle your emotions, your stress, your bad things, and your good things better than it can in your brain. Okay, this is why journaling is so effective. First thing you want to do in the timing. When I first started this journey with journaling, because I did actually do it for a very very long time, from my childhood years, and then obviously stopped and then started, stopped and started. But this time I've just tried to keep it very very regular. Is well, you have daytime and you have nighttime. Some people who are like very very productive, they do it in daytime, middle of the day, and nighttime. To be honest, I find that a bit too unnecessary. I've liked doing it at nighttime. And the reason why I like doing it at nighttime is because, well, at nighttime, you have such an overload of ideas and emotions and feelings from the day that you can really talk about it in depth. And what you really want to do is review those ideas, review those opinions, review those emotions that you are feeling. And in a way, it delivers the most effective method of journaling throughout the day. What I do particularly, and here's a model that I like to use, but there are a few tips I also want to give. So, firstly, as I said, you don't need to use any type of journal. I like this one. Next, you don't have to write every day. In my opinion, for me at least, I like writing every day because every day I have different emotions. I have a lot of different emotions and opinions on different things, and well, you definitely, if you can't find those emotions normally, and you can't find those ideas, even if you're like really thinking about it, then to me, it's just it's fine. Just not use the journal for that day. You don't punish yourself or don't feel guilty if you don't use it one day. Obviously, you should have like a consistent, roughly consistent time that you actually use this because it'll be very, very effective to do that. So, next point really is, well, when you're beginning to write journaling, what I'll tell you is that you'll have a lot of emotions, you'll have a lot of ideas, a lot of things that you really want to explore that you would not normally explore, but you would not normally explore because of the lack of time. And really, firstly, you need to make a time for yourself where you can put your gadgets on airplane mode or turn them off completely. I put them on airplane mode when I'm doing this, so I can just concentrate on this with this journal and a pen. That's all it is, and just stare at the wall. And you will have, trust me, the first 3 days you will have a lot of things you want to talk about, write about. In fact, like my first 3 days actually, they're pretty loaded. Okay. And it's fine. It's fine to have those long writings. And it doesn't matter if you have 1 page or 10 pages or half a page. As long as you're mindful and you really think about things and you're writing them down, it's perfectly okay. Don't feel bad. Another thing what I like to do, and I think actually everyone should actually do, is, well, if you're going to write bad stuff and bad opinions and bad emotions, really explore why. Find more root causes of this. Explore it greatly, and if possible, what I try to do, especially when I have a lot of problems, and say, you know what, today was such a bad day, man. This has happened, that's happened. I would always like to find points of gratitude, points of positiveness, and a solution. Those 3 things you should try finding. So let's say that your dog died or your girlfriend broke up with you. You should be grateful that you also was in a relationship, or you were able to be loved by a dog, that you had the time and the moment to actually spend with the dog. Well, in this case, you wouldn't necessarily have a solution, right? But let's say you had a problem, right? You probably want to think about a solution. Like, for instance, I'm thinking about, well, I notice I let myself go on like things like eating, right? When I try to control myself properly, it at the night just fucks up. So what do I do? So that's like, okay, let's do this, let's do that. Let's try getting in not bulkier meals, but like more fulfilling, healthier meals during the day. That way it counteracts all of this. And you know what? I'll stick to that. And that's something I'm going to write in my book, in my diary, my journal, sorry. And always try mentioning positive things, right? If you always want to mention all your emotions, but try always, like, to every account you write, think about something positive. You really want to dive into things that are quite positive, and that way it increases your morale, increases your happiness, because when you're writing in your journal, you are really exploring it in depth. You're exploring that emotion in particular in depth. So you really want to find a way of writing positive. When you write in positive emotions, it will come in an in-depth way. And really, that's how I use my journal. I like to do it at night, as I said, airplane mode, and just explore the emotions, write something that I'm grateful for, write some positive things about myself, always give praise, and it works. You feel very de-stressed. That being said, another alternative, I'd say, to writing in journals, and to me is also quite not as effective, but is something that's even more portable, and that is just speaking the words out yourself. So like in my own room, in my own privacy, I can really talk to myself. Even if I'm in the workplace, probably in like that box or something, or like an office or something, you'll probably be able to talk to yourself, like whisper to yourself. Just whisper to yourself. Really, it works. And for me, it allows my brain to just declutter, because your mind is great at generating ideas, but you don't want your mind to store ideas like this as much. Only store useful ideas. So using that advice, I think that I've covered the great advices that I wish I knew with journaling. But otherwise, thank you for watching this video. I would greatly appreciate you if you would like and subscribe to this video, and well, I'll see if I actually can make more of these videos. I've got a ton of these videos that I can make, and this is my consecutive second filming for this video. So yeah, peace.